Just make sure what we're saying right now isn't even heard on the video.
I haven't clicked a publish, but there we go. We are live. Just do the live thingy. Hold on. Um, just already edited. Okay, good. No, no, I just muted the desktop audio. So right now I'm being heard. Okay. So if we're ready. Hold on. Let me just publish everywhere. I can't believe I'm doing this, but okay. We can talk chill for now. We're just gonna look at the chat. I got 11 pings in NSFW. This is not good. Oh no.
Mate, you do know that your voice is being heard on stream, right?
I know, but that's okay. We're actually live, but we're just, let's build up some audience. I mean, yeah. How long have we been? How long we stopped podcast? Like how many years now? I think it's a year.
Yes.
Yes, and this is
That's
probably
yes.
this is probably the second time, and we have a lot of people in here. Well, first you can watch at the Facebook. I mean, on the YouTube channel. And we also have this already published in our Philippines group. So I don't know where you want to watch, but if we're gonna watch, we're gonna watch. But we also added some music right now for later on while we talk. I hope it is ready, but yeah. So, anyways, so we have 27 people listening in this podcast in the Discord server. While everybody is also in here, I believe hellos. I believe Service Friends also jumped in here. It's shared everywhere because I also published this to people who are following the OS Philippines Discord server. So if you follow our announcement, I also published that. So we're on live and on podcast. So you never know what you're gonna get. Nitro. Anyways, so you guys ready?
I mean, but we've been ready for like 30 minutes now, or literally an hour.
Almost
Yeah.
30 minutes. Anyways, let's begin with our podcast. I can't believe we suggested coconut mall for 1 hour, and I literally just did that. So we're basically coconut malling every single viewer we have on this stream. And right now, just want to introduce myself, by the way. I'm Zafrox, your host for today, and I'm joined here by Afar and Searchu. Today we talk about the OS Philippines Nationals on the OS Mania tournament. It's, well, I'm not going to call it tournament anymore. I think we should call it a championship, should we? I'm really actually hype about what's going on because I'm just spectating how things roll, and I'm seeing everybody work so fast, faster than the last time I saw them host. Anyways, also I'm, other than being your host, I'm your standard guy, host page admin for like I don't know how many years now, but that doesn't matter. Anyways, pass on the mic. We have Afar. Hey Afar, what's up?
Hello, I am Afar, but I actually changed my name recently, so I am now my wife Nenechi. Uh, so yeah, I am now an administrator for like I don't know a few months now. Yeah, a very good person.
Passing the mic to Surf. Hey Surf, what's up?
Hello, it's been a long while, and this is officially the debut of my new microphone.
Oh yeah, you have no BM. I don't think it's a BM 800, but
It's not 4-5. This is my sixth or seventh Philippines tournament since 2016. And it's been a while. It's been a long while since the last time because we didn't do anything in 2020, as if I remember correctly.
yeah, it's like we stopped hosting, and like there's no new tournaments. I think on the Mania side, there's a lot more going on. You've been involved, right?
Well, I think it was like early 2021, early this year when we finished hosting the Osamania Flashlight 4K tournament along with me and Potassium F from the Australian community. It was an international tournament where everyone is forced to play with Flashlight, and let's just say it's like one of the most stacked tournaments that Osamania has ever seen. Like, it's stupid how good that tournament was.
Damn. I mean, I heard a lot of progress, but yeah, I'm also very proud of the a couple of people right now stepping up to make new tournaments for the Mania. I believe it's one of our guests right now here. Should we pass the mic now to Emmy, who is joining us today? Hey, Emmy.
Hello, hello.
Yes, there we go.
So apparently I'm the only one who is not an administrator or a moderator here, but here I am. I'm one of the co-hosts along with Surfchu and Arcat.
Unfortunately, Arcat couldn't be here due to studies. But I think we're not introducing ourselves. We're not introducing ourselves enough, so I think Emily, it's time for you to introduce yourself. Who are you, and what's your history with the Osmania game mode?
Oh, yeah, so I am Solo SKLs, known as an LN player mostly for Team Philippines and for many tournaments. I've been actively participating in tournaments ever since I've actually started. My first Osamania tournament was Osamania Philippines tournament 2018. I think that was co-hosted by Sergio and Zafarox as well. And then I've been also in numerous tournaments. I've been in two MWCs, two softs, and others. I've been a referee, and recently I've picked up commentating. And right now I am one of the co-hosts and even map pooling at this point. And that is who I am in this community.
Well, you have like one of the most decorated resumes in the community.
I don't-
So,
I really don't know if I can say if I'm decorated, but thank you for that.
well, anyways, I think this is my first time in this podcast, so I think it's time for me to introduce myself. So, I am Surfcho85. I started playing Osmania in 2014 just because of some friend playing Os on his computer, and then like I just noticed like, wait, parang auto jam yan ah. Pwede palaro. And from then, I've played in two Mania World Cups in 2016 and 2018. I've played in every edition of Soft, achieving a top qualifier seed up to like top 36 in Soft 2. Got what, how do you say, top 3 in the first flashlight tournament in 2018 by some host. And I'm the statistics guy in your statistics dude in the OCPH server.
All right. So we heard the people on the Mania side. Probably I haven't introduced myself fully formal yet, but just want to add this up. By the way, I've been playing Standard for quite some time. Probably I started online community since 2013. And I started playing the game since 2007, where everything is a little bit broken. So I'm your guy for checking in almost everywhere right now in this community. So the community used to be owned by an artist right now. She's not with us as of the moment, but I'll be the co-owner as of this moment. So if you have any questions for the community for Aus Philippines, let me know. I'll be your guy. Hey, Fire, why don't you add some more to your introduction?
Well, let's see. I started around early of 2016. I started as a mouse player. I transitioned to tablet like when I reached 2 kpp because I don't feel like progressing much with my very small mouse, so I had to switch to tablet and I got used to it now. So when it comes to Usu Philippines, I joined the 2017, I think, 2017 OCPH tournament, and I think I ended up round of 32 because I can't even play because of my potato PC back then. So I got ended up round of 32. So on the next tournament I joined, I lasted in round of 16 actually, and I lost at that time against Eberite as far as I remember. So with that, I think I'm not used to tournaments anymore, so I just decided to join for tournament for being a tournament staff instead. So for this time, I will be trying to participate as a referee and potentially a commentator for this tournament, incoming tournament. So yeah,
I have a question for you, Afar.
what now?
Did you submit the form already?
Well, yes.
Let me
I,
answer for him. He hasn't.
I submitted yesterday, actually. Yesterday.
Okay.
Okay, I'll look into that.
You can just check. I'll just check the forms now.
All right. So right now, let's get started. Since the introduction is already taken too long, but I wanna jump right into the top. So since this is one of the most anticipated tournaments right now, since we haven't hosted for the Philippines for quite some time, what's gonna be different between our holiday friendlies, your summer tournaments, the soft, or probably all those tournaments I've been hearing you've been hosting, been co-host, been participating? How is it going to be different from any other tourneys that we've hosted, you've hosted, or everyone else have done combined? Just gonna ask that question to Surf right now.
Okay, so actually, if you think about it, it doesn't really change that much compared to, like, let's say the summer tournament. Like the holiday friendlies was literally just made as like some fun tournament for those who haven't tried top level play, so to speak. Now, in terms of the meta, so to speak. Now, in terms of the meta, you could actually probably expect something like soft again, possibly just a tad bit lower. But man, it's going to be fun to see how everything has changed. We have a new mechanic during the match, which are protects, which has been introduced in the Mania tournament scene in 2019 or 2020 with the Polish Mania 4K tournament. And then it was modified in soft, which we are going to be using soft's protect format in this tournament. And then no more post qualifier round. We go immediately to group stage after the qualifiers because let me just be realistic here. It's going to be a bloodbath. The tournament is going to be a bloodbath with just so many good players joining in.
Actually, yeah, I'm actually seeing a lot of very, very good scores on the group lately, on the Facebook group. I've seen a lot of I've seen like a flashlight plays, I've seen hidden plays, I've seen SV plays. It's going to be crazy for this tournament.
And I'm actually very hyped to see how is it gonna play or how is it gonna be.
Yes.
And oh,
Yeah, okay,
yeah,
go ahead.
carry on, carry on. Okay, so another thing is for the first time since the 20 I want to say 2019 summer tourney. I mean no, 2018 holiday friendlies. We're going to finally have another 7K tournament. It's been a long while. A stupidly long while since we did a 7K tournament. And let's just say, especially that registrations ended last Friday. Oh my gosh. The roster is so stupidly stacked. And for the first time, we also exceeded 20 registrants since we did 7K tournaments, which is actually a record.
Wait, how many is it? How many was it like the last time we had a 7K tournament?
The last time we did a 7K tournament, we didn't even hit 20.
More like I feel like we just hit like 10, right? It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it was around that. Maple Syrup is actually in the chat right now. And then
Yeah.
he actually ended up like in the finals just because of wins by default. Like
Imagine
literal grand finals, puro win by default.
grand finals by doing absolutely nothing.
Yup.
But
And
for now,
I think
yeah,
given the roster now, it definitely won't happen anymore.
hopefully it won't happen
Because
anymore.
how do you say it? How do you say it? It's going to be. I think a good way to say it is like imagine in the top 10 of the Philippines. Imagine like 7 or 8 people of them they actually joined the 7K tournament. Plus a lot of up and coming mid game, early game players in 7K, which is a stupid record we have now.
So yeah.
I see. By the way, we have somebody who just came in. I mean, he was supposed to be here. Now he's here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our cat. I'm just
Oh
gonna
wow,
squeeze this
yes.
avatar in.
Do it for the stream. Do it.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna go fully scuffed.
Do it, do it.
Put him in a like in the top or something. Yep.
Yep, we're doing it. I can't believe he gave me that avatar. Richard.
Oh, you there yet? Oh,
It's there.
It's there. It is. Look at it. It's Richard.
Let's go.
Hey, our cat, you here? Oh no, he muted. Oh no, his mic's gone.
Mike test. Hello, Arcat. Mic test. Arcat.
His mic is not working. Oh no.
Look at that. Look at that cat. Actually, it's at the top.
Yes.
Hello, hello.
There we go.
Hello. Or,
Oh,
there we
shit.
go. There we go.
I panicked a little bit. Holy God. Okay.
I thought for a second we invited friends to the live stream.
Oh my.
You almost understand.
hello, guys. Oh my
Hello.
God. How is
Since
everyone doing?
we were already starting the podcast, and
Yeah.
speaking, well, it's never too late to introduce. Why don't you introduce yourself to the stream, my dude?
Oh, okay. Hello everyone. I'm Arcat. I am the SV guy for also Philippines because no one literally plays SV. And I'm a competitive player and currently a co-host or should I say, one of the hosts for OSU PH Nationals tournament, and I'm really glad that I am a part of the staff team, and also even though that I'm not an administrator or a moderator, I act as one. So yeah, thank you for having me on this podcast.
Actually, Arcad, let me try ask you, how would you feel about go about to host a tournament? How do you feel?
Yeah.
Um, it's actually my first time doing hosting, and I don't really have that much experience on like leading something, because I'm really a really, what should I word that, like, not,
Honor?
no,
Mm.
like, not a leadership type of guy, but I am more of a follower. So like leading someone or starting someone new for me is really like very uh a huge risk, and it's a factor for my anxiety because I get anxious a lot. So I just make it as a life lesson and a challenge for me that I can do it. And because of the staff, we will be doing our teamwork so we can do it. That's all.
Collaboration, key to success. That's actually
True.
a very, very truthful message right there. And I always believe that the good follower also makes good leaders. So I know you do your part there very well.
Um, bruh.
No, I always
Uh,
believe. Come on.
Yeah, no
okay,
worries.
cool.
We got our fellow staff members to assist you anyway or help you.
Yeah, we're always here.
Yeah.
So let's, since Arcad is already introduced, let's continue on with our podcast regards to nationals. So, Arcad, considering this one, you've seen two tournaments pass by, and the two of us, what you call, can we just call it tournament gorangs now?
True.
That
Boomer.
Parang ikaw
Yeah.
lang gurang dito.
okay. So, given two peeps already passed by with the tournament, and seeing this one grand tournament or one grand, I want to say championship now because this looks so
Mhm.
grand considering it's nationals. How do you
Mhm.
feel now to be the host of it? I mean, looking you and Els right now, how do you two feel being one of the hosts of the biggest tournaments that will ever happen to Osmania Philippines scene?
Um, can someone can someone answer for me first? No, I'm just
Okay.
kidding.
Okay.
Anyways, um, hosting something that's really big at first doesn't really, you know, um, I concur that something really big as a starter is not something exceptionally overwhelming, but rather a how should I say, a pursuit of challenge, where those series that you can experience over time would be a great life lesson for you. And now, as someone who's hosting someone really big, it's a lot of pressure, of course, but seeing those players really actively participating in features or in experiments and in other stuff that's happening in the tournament really makes me glad to uh, not just glad but really motivated to do my best as a host and as a staff. It's because it isn't something that you experience every day, and you only have like one chance to do this. So I'm really glad that I'm a part of a big competition or a big tournament, really. So that's it for me.
That's very very confident that I'm considering right now. I hear passion. I hear enthusiasm that at least these two peeps are stepping.
Poggers.
Anyways, I have also a big question about nationals. So,
Mm-hmm.
considering this, from since I believe I should ask Surf this one. Surf, in terms of national right now, how's the player base? Is it gonna be big? Is it gonna be a full
Oh God.
time, big time match, or what are we looking here? Is it gonna be like it's a grand slam from the previous two tourneys we know?
Okay, so I think I reiterated this earlier. So I think this is the right time to reveal how many have registered. In
Poggers.
4K, we have 63 registrants,
Ooh.
which is a record by around 20 plus participants. The record we have standing was like 40 plus in the summer tourney in 2018. And then for 7K, we have 24 registrants, which is a record by a long shot. And want to do everything they could to win. Like, for example, in 4K, we have the defending champion Kura actually joining, and he's also joining the 7K tournament if I remember correctly. Or wait, was it the other way around? I cannot tell. Like, I don't have the registrant list memorized. We also have like a lot of the top 7K players, bar a few people not joining. Bar a few people not joining, but a lot of the top 7K players are joining. And then for 4K, you're going to see a lot of familiar faces, possibly a lot of unfamiliar faces, but man, after qualifiers, everything is going to be nuts.
Ooh, speaking of which, so based on how I seen and observe the friendlies and the summer tournament, I think you already mentioned it, but I may have not get a guess of it. But I wanted to know that what kind of a treat or challenge players are going to face for this tournament now, given it's nationals. Is it going to be like extremely hard, or is it going to extremely challenge them? They need to practice, or what is it for them?
Let's just say we're not messing around anymore. That's the best
Agree.
thing. We're not messing around anymore. MWC level is expected. Put it that way.
Yeah.
If
Are
you cannot
you-
play World Cup level charts, then say goodbye to your chances.
I would like to add as
But
well
please
that
play. But please play. You want the experience. You signed up for the experience and get the experience. We're not scaring anyone. We're not scaring anyone. If you want to play, then play.
Hmm.
Yeah, Emmy, go ahead. I believe you wanted to add something to that.
So I would like to add that right now, players who are limited to one skill set, like example, Rise only players, Ellen only players, I definitely would recommend training all the skill sets that you can, because right now the meta has shifted where you have to be as well-rounded as possible. And I believe that the more well-rounded you are, the stronger you are overall as a player. But the more limited you are, then your chances of going far into this tournament is not going to be good, especially considering the player base right now is super, super good.
All right. So you were saying that the map pool we'll be having for this tournament is going to be composed of a different skill set.
It's a...
Um,
Okay, go on.
oh, it's the same skill set, but it's more of a like, let's put it on an rounder uh level of, you know, like pool. It's not different from the others, but it's more difficult, I guess.
Let me add, because I think this is the first time since 2017 that the map pools actually have a proper structure this time around. Like, every single pick is carefully selected to test a certain skill set. Like, every single chart has an intention why they're there. It's not just because like we place this anime song because it sounds good.
Mhm. Also, to add, we also have a new branch of SV and a new branch of hybrids. So stay tuned for that. I won't leak it, I promise.
Damn.
Damn, I'm actually gonna
I-
gonna look forward to that.
I'm also looking forward to that. I mean, considering I just started getting into VSRG games, so everybody knows me not being good at Mania. Pog.
I should
But,
be
uh,
Rust I
I
should be
mean,
Rust in Mania
what?
as well. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I just started playing that one game, Friday Night Funk, and everybody's been hype about.
Oh my god.
Sorry about that. But anyway, I do have an interesting question here. Hold on. I did get this idea that in terms of like making this memorable, what are you guys going to give aside from supporters and badges? What do you think?
I will meow whoever misses.
Oh, okay. That's a
Ooh.
miss sound. That's a miss sound. Okay.
True.
Okay, so I think there's no prizes. It really depends on what Zephyrox is going to do in terms of the trophies and medals that he's been teasing for a good while now. And then, if I'm reading the chat in YouTube correctly, if we get 1,000 subs, so we could probably have super chats enabled.
Pause, champ.
Yes.
Probably. I'm not sure
Probably.
because Zaf knows more about YouTube than I do. So we could probably use this as a source of funding probably for prizes. So I'm not sure. I'm not going to say anything.
I'll see about what I
Also,
can do for that.
right. All right. Maple just raised this. Lenpai, one of the Maple selectors, has promised donating some Fumos
What
Whoa.
the
as
fuck?
prizes. I'm not sure.
I think Milk Tourism is gonna be interested in this.
Holy
consider-
shit, how much is a Fumo?
I'm not sure. Like
It's-
Lenpai just said it on the Maple channel. Like if a certain someone is going to try, he's going to put that as a
Jesus
prize for winning or something.
What the fuck?
Don't at me. At Lenpai, I think.
I think that's gonna be so expensive considering Fumos are very hard finds and sometimes you have to order overseas. And I want to ask another question. Other than pricing, are your maps going to be like just like what we're seeing sometimes that well, I know you guys ain't messing around, but are you guys gonna make your own charts in case you run out of charts?
We've been doing that since day one. I think
True.
like it's a given. It's a given. It's a given that there will be custom charts.
True.
Actually, I
And
think I've seen some staff members who can actually just do that for the tournament.
I mean, if you're looking at places correctly, you could probably see some Mapool spoilers, but we're not going to say where. Yeah, we're not going to say where, but if you're looking at the right places, you might see spoilers.
Damn.
But we're trying to save as much word of our words as possible.
At least don't leak when that time comes.
True.
Okay. I do find it interesting here since we are on the part where we are talking almost about staff too. Surf, if you don't mind me asking, why did you pick these two as your co-host?
Epic.
Oh my
Why Minerva?
Here we go.
Oh my god.
Okay, one of these players, I've been looking at one of these players as like future community leaders of some sort. Like they stepped up when we had to do some stuff on the Osamania Discord server, Osamania PH Discord server. One of these players stepped up immediately to the role when we needed new staff, some new blood to make things alive. I've seen both of these players, how do you say it? Step up whenever there's a need for very good players in tournaments. I've seen both of these players being more in the know about the community at large. So I'm pretty sure both of these players can be trusted with the role. And let's just say that um let's say these both of these players are better than me at the game right now, so they probably know more than I
What?
do. I mean, like when was the last time I even played? It was like 2018.
Yeah, but the skill ceiling.
Wow.
We don't
Actually,
talk about
18.
we don't talk about skill ceilings here. We don't talk about skill ceilings here. You guys are better than me at the game now.
Wow.
Well,
ETs, guys. ETs. We got ETs in the voice
um,
chat.
Going to
Like,
cry.
wait, wait. I remember meeting Siloweska Els in a multiplayer. Like I was just looking for random multiplayer rooms, and then I saw these two players. I invited them Discord in the Osamania PH Discord server. Let them join tournaments, and then here we are. He's like one of the best LN players in the world, one of the best 4K players in the world. And here's Arcat also. I met him like
Honored.
2015, 2016. He's like super new back then, and he's like one of the best players in PH also. Like in the
oh,
span of a year, I'm not going.
Oh my
Like
god.
I just went inactive for 1 year, and then everybody's like stepping up and being better than me now.
Just look at these guys. Like back in 2017, they're struggling in tournaments, and now look at them in 2020, and they're like dominating in the World Cup now. So great! This is such crazy improvement, as you can see from these two.
Man, thanks.
Like
Holy shit.
me in 2018, we just broke the curse we made in 2016, and the both of these players become part of the teams that made PH a consistent top six, top four in the World Cup.
Yeah.
slight correction, we never really reached top 4 yet, but we were top 6 in 2019 and top 8 in 2020.
You guys were really close, but yeah, it's a very great fight. We pulled off.
It's really cursed on quarterfinals actually. We can never like go past through quarterfinals. But anyways, yeah.
That's another topic for another day. Like
Koreans.
we
like,
should talk
True.
about the quarterfinals curse.
True.
2018 PH versus Canada. We lost tiebreaker due to a typhoon.
Hashtag blame Ompong.
Hashtag blame Ompong.
Yep. Yeah.
We lost by 50,000 points in a tiebreaker because our one of the top players had a brownout and no internet mid-match.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but she had the score enough to beat Canada.
Yeah, she had. But that's the topic for another day.
Getting back to the tournament. Um, what were your expectation to the players who will be joining for the tournament? What are your expectations?
Expectations. Okay. I expect these players to be much stronger caliber compared to back then because many of these players have stepped up. Well, at least in my perspective, I've seen all of them perform very well in the leaderboards and even in tournament experience in general. I am personally very, very happy to see all these players join. Some of these players were members of the Philippine team that won in 4-digit MWC. Some players were in Speed of Flight 2, which was a very stacked tournament, maybe even the most stacked tournament of all time. And I am really, really excited to see all of these players.
So you think this tournament will actually inspire more Mania players to try reach for the top?
Well, hopefully this will inspire more players, and I think it may inspire more.
To answer that question, yeah, I think so too because um we're limiting a skill ceiling on MWC base, so players would get into like more harder stuff, physical stuff, and also not only improving the physicality but also the accuracy, the technicality and so forth and so beyond. I don't even know. And plus, even though that there are lacking of SV players. The current pool for OZPH Nationals, this year, would be enjoyable for those non-SV players. So I'm really expecting something really new, and um, you know, I'm expecting that the players would really enjoy the pool, and you know, um, be actively participating on like practicing and further breaking the limits, and not only just being stagnant on one skill set. That's all for me.
Very nice.
I forgot my mic was muted the entire time. That was amazing.
Oh wow! I
That
cannot
was
believe you just
poggers.
did
Let's
that.
go.
This is typical. This is typical OSPH experience where you forget that you're muted.
Oh
Bruh.
my goodness. Anyways, what were you saying, Zaf?
So yeah, I was going to ask a few silly questions, but let's keep it still serious here. Now, considering now that Mania is going to show this, I would ask. Let's see here. A lot of people have been trying to join. I mean, I'm getting some quite direct messages about people trying to join as a commentator. Now, to drop it to the folks, do you think I would still fit as a commentator?
Probably a hype guy, but not as a commentator.
There you go. There you go.
Bro.
So basically, I believe you guys need more commentators that are more into the game mode now. So we'll do the same on our end, but it's just that I'm answering other people's questions right now as well. That why can they not join as a commentator if they are not relevant to that game mode? I mean,
You
to your
need some-
tournament for you guys
I mean-
as a new change. Mhm.
I've been noticing this like in the other when we did multi-mode tournaments. Like if there's a commentator who doesn't know more about the game mode, it's going to be super hard to follow the matches. And people who are competent enough in the mode is going to be able to do a lot of stuff. Make sure that the audience can follow the match more carefully, know what they're seeing, know what to expect. And basically this makes the entire stream a more enjoyable experience. Like you look at Philogen himself, like his commentary is like super epic. Just because like he could pull off play-by-plays better than a lot of commentators. Just because he knows game mode, like the SRGs through and through. You look at Rayvar, like he knows the game a lot. He's like one of those players you look up to in the commentator's commentary side. Also, apparently the podcast music background is so loud.
Hold on.
I'm ready to do right now. Uh-oh. Jump screen.
Uh-oh.
Jump screen. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
He's not.
What was that?
Okay, don't share.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Too loud.
We have more technical difficulties.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Apparently, I pressed the wrong hotkey, it muted me, and then it blasted the music. Sorry, guys.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Zafoy! Like I was already on it at the moment, and like everybody on YouTube chat like saying BGM, it's so loud. Oh my god.
I was wondering I was wondering what keyboard shortcut did I press to make that happen. I don't
Oh
know.
my god, you should have just Googled the hotkeys and not try it out while we're talking.
No, I actually pressed my mute button to let your audio go to first, and then. Sorry, guys.
Why?
This is a
Go
little.
stream. Go
This
stream.
Why?
Go stream.
Very epic.
User has left your channel.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, by the way.
Okay, Hyper didn't hear anything said in the last 2 minutes. Oh my god.
I
Zaf,
completely
this is your
forgot
fault.
to drop into the podcast after
There we
Zaf, this
go.
is your fault.
Um, by the way, just to make an excuse for that, you guys got coconut mold.
Oh my Jesus.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so where were we? Where were we by
Where
the
are
way?
we?
Continue on
Where
that.
were we?
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. Oh yeah, since Kageno joined in, by the way, Kageno,
Hi.
hi.
Hello again. No.
Yeah, I'm a little late. I kind of forgot that that it was at 9. Hello guys. Yeah. Do I still introduce myself or what?
Yeah, you should.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll introduce myself. Hi guys. I'm Kageno. I'm a standard player and somewhat mania player, and I stream on Twitch. Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Oh. Well, anyways, back to where I was. Like, where were we? Was it like the commentary situation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Situation.
Okay, so I think you said it earlier. Let me just repeat it again because Zaf accidentally coconut mauled all of us. Okay, so the reason why we aren't accepting that many commentators in the like outside the mania people who, because we actually want the commentators to know what they're actually talking about this time around. So imagine we go to the standard nationals, which is definitely going to happen according to Zaf after the Mania Nationals. So be hype, I guess. I won't be able to commentate for that because I don't know much about standard. It's simple as that. We want everybody who's watching be able to follow the match carefully, even if just because like the commentators actually know what they're talking about.
Mhm. Yeah, just like my experience on the first time that I commentated in a catch tournament, and they were talking about hyper dash. So I was like internally, what the is hyper dash? Like, what is that? I don't know the terms for catch. So after that commentary, I just, just hype the scores on who's winning. And yeah, after the match, I quitted on commentating a catch tournament because I'm a mania player. Duh. So basically, the gist of it is what if you know the skill sets, if you know the terms, just you can commentate, but you know, don't be don't be too boastful on commentary because not everyone has the the skill to commentate all modes unless you're like a really great speaker or a really great uh as you can say an impromptu or an extemporaneous speaker, so go for it.
I mean, the thing with this community at large, especially for those who don't play Osmania, like there is definitely no absence of immature jokes whenever we raise up jackhammer charts, because they
Mhm.
always make those kinds of jokes when you do jack charts in the pools.
True.
There's always that.
Yeah.
Short long notes.
Mm-hmm.
Short long notes actually have a proper term, and it's
Schlong.
not what you think, and it's not that term.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not that. It's actually staccato LNs.
okay.
Staccato meaning like super short notes.
True.
Or a
Anyway, so let's continue.
Anyways, yeah.
Let's continue. Zaf, I hope you're not fixing stuff that is not needed to be fixed.
Don't worry, I'm most working something on the hardware in the background, so I muted myself so the stream can't hear that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Arcat. What would be like some jargons that differentiate from standard like tourneys and mania tourneys?
Um, I can think of one immediately, which is the SV on standard and SV on Mania, which is really different. The SV on standard is slider velocity, and on Mania
Roll.
it's
Scrolls.
speed. I mean, no. It's speed variation or scroll variation,
Yeah.
because the scroll or the what you call that, the
Yeah, it is
scroll
scroll.
dense, what you call that, the scroll
Uh,
speed
yeah.
is changing constantly, or continuously.
Yeah. Yeah, because like when it's like in like standard, it's more on like the BPM like change. It's not like not much really like speed, but
Yeah,
like
as well as the slider speed also.
yeah,
Usually.
Mania definitely has like a bigger like emphasis on like slider like speed velocity and like yeah, and what you said
I mean,
mm, yeah.
VSRGs in general have like 20 plus years of history, almost 30 plus years of history. So, a lot of terms.
Yeah.
But which one is longer? Is it the up scroll or the down scroll?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Mm,
Yeah, and it's also preference, like for people to up scroll or down scroll.
Yeah, if you come from DDR, you'd probably prefer up scroll,
Yeah,
or
Yeah,
from Stepmania.
It
Yeah,
starts
when-
from bottom to top or top to bottom. Now we have storyboards. Everything's going left to right, right to left. Great.
yep. Lag train anybody? Hi.
Hi.
So
Oh.
now, next question, please,
All
because
right.
we're probably making airtime.
Okay. So for my next question, if my notes didn't delete itself, scuff alert. Just kidding. All right. So given right now for this nationals, a lot of people will ask this question: is it open rank?
yes.
Yes.
Are you gonna filter the newbies?
No.
No.
The qualifiers will
No.
be filtering them for us.
True.
Actually, a
Uh,
spoiler question, I should say. What is the lowest ranker have you all seen?
Yeah, that's what I'm also
Right.
interested right now.
I don't have the ranks, but I have the PP counts, performance points, which isn't really a good metric. Let me
Mhm.
just pull up my API polls from courtesy of Nitrous.
Oh, so he
Yeah, he
has
did.
no problem.
Yeah, he did the API polls for the data. The lowest. Wait, let me just sort. So I think while I'm checking the stats, you guys could probably continue.
Pause jam. If I remember clearly, the lowest player is a 5-digit. Last 3 weeks ago, he was a 6-digit. So I'm not really confident about that. That you know, he will proceed to qualifiers, or I mean, next to the qualifiers. But who knows? He may be a Smurf or something, or like a fucking. I mean, I'm sorry.
Don't swear. Don't swear. We don't swear in this podcast.
Whoops.
Oh, no
Um,
profanity.
Okay, excuse me. I may have an answer to that question. I am not that sure, but I see a 6-digit in the registration right now.
Mate, it's not even a 6-digit. The lowest ranked player probably only has 54 performance points overall in
Oh,
Mania.
what? Okay, maybe. Who knows? Maybe he's a
54.
hidden. Maybe he's a hidden. He has been hiding his skill until for this tournament. Maybe.
Like, I'm not
that.
joking, just 54.
Crazy.
That one player in 2018. That's a story for another day.
Bruh.
Yeah, another day. This is a story for another day.
Crazy.
Oh my god, I suck again as Avatar. Seeping in the right side of the
Yo, ha!
poggers.
I just sneak him in there, so he's cozy there. He
I'm
just dropped it.
I'm just vabbing here. Don't mind me.
In, just to address something, like in Osimania, it's possible to sandbag. It's it's like super possible because, like, for example, I'm ranked 4,000 right now, but these two co-hosts of mine probably won't say I'm top 4,000.
Sandbagging is definitely possible. And just a fun fact, back in 2020, or actually 2019 technically, I attempted to sandbag for 4-digit MWC too,
Oh god.
and they nearly made it. I was ranked 990, and I didn't really make it, but it almost happened.
There was an attempt.
There was an attempt.
There was an attempt.
I mean, like, it's possible for me to sandbag because I haven't played anything ranked like that could beat my top scores in my profile since 2017. Like, I've played high level Osimania since stopping playing ranked in 2017. So you guys know the story. Tier 12. Tier
Mhm.
12 long notes is no joke.
Poggers. Well, yeah, I agree to sandbagging. Who knows? Maybe someone is really good and not just farming PP and prioritizing skill, or I mean raw skill versus like, ranks. So
Oh my god, there's the raw skill meme again.
raw skill, baby.
Raw skill.
Even invented that term, raw skill.
Like, I just knew that about I just knew about the term from soft. Like, everybody like saying raw skill.
I mean, it's a meme from like the physical players who play like Vibro 8 hours a day, gain raw skill, baby.
Hey, that
Yeah.
you mean the Robeats players? Let's go, Robeats players gang.
Oh my god, don't
Oh
call them
my
out.
Hey, I'm a Robeats player. What do you mean?
Okay.
We'll just give him a pass. We'll just give him a pass.
True. Anyways, let's move on.
So,
Okay. Some interesting points that I have been seeing. Other than while I'm listening, I'm actually just messing with Kagana's avatar in the background.
Hi.
Man, the VOD for this podcast is going to be super fun to look at just because of your edits.
We don't
True.
need edits. We're just gonna provide them the raw experience.
we need the raw
live
footage.
stream. It's live stream edits. We do
We
it
need
live
the
on
raw
the spot.
footage.
Okay. Right now, while my phone is thinking of another question to provide you guys, because I shuffled the question, why don't we allow some audience to hop in who is right now listening in our Discord server for some question? If you are interested right now, just tag any one of us and we'll send you in here.
Yo, poggers.
Also, feel free to please introduce yourself. So, Yeah.
Anyone wanna raise their hands? Yeah.
Yeah,
Wanna
anyone-
raise their
the-
hands?
Want to raise their hands? This is
I will give free pats whoever joins this call.
I will meow on stream. Okay.
Bruh.
I mean, you just said meow, so you already meowed.
You already.
Dang it! You're right.
True.
Yeah,
Yep.
you'll meow again.
Mission failed successfully.
Mission fails. Well, while waiting, I think while waiting for people to raise questions, if they are, I think A-Fire, you have a okay. We got a ping.
We have a lot, but let's give Afar. Okay, I believe Afar has a very interesting question. Most of the time, he asks this, doesn't he?
Jesus.
Why
Yeah,
are you
yeah.
I
letting me
know
do
that.
Yes, I'm letting you do this right now.
Oh my god.
You should ask the most important question whenever we have podcast
Okay, I'm ready.
and guest.
Jesus.
I wonder what he will ask this time.
Do you prefer cheese or butter?
Oh,
Oh.
I combine both. But yeah, I combine both just because.
I mean, for me, I don't know what will I pick as long as it's dairy. And probably my favorite brand is I can't believe it's not butter.
So true. But that's not butter.
What is it?
It's not butter.
Indeed.
Okay.
Okay, other than A first, a silly question, I would also ask, or like to ask my own silly question. Are you guys going to consider getting an RTX?
Yes.
I will
Give me
Bruh.
100k to build a PC, thank you.
But okay, wait. But what if we have GTX already? Like
True.
the
Oh
player.
wait, shoutouts to
Yeah,
GTX CZE. May
Wait,
utang
Yung
ka pa sa
burger
amin
nga
na
pala,
burger.
by the way.
True.
Where
Burger.
is the burger?
Burger
Where's the
namin, nasaan na?
Princeton burger?
Nanalo
Where?
kang 4-digit MWC. Asan na yung burger?
Where is the bet already? Also, Arca, where is yours also?
Oh my Jesus. Don't.
Also, okay, so apparently the race and feature of the pod stage VC thing is already fixed, so
Yeah.
hopefully we're getting questions.
Yeah, we have No Fiddle to join us here. You can unmute your mic, introduce yourself, and go ahead. Get comfortable.
Hello, I'm
RTX
Fiddle.
2000s or 3000s?
Let No Fiddle ask his question first. I'll answer that later.
Okay, anyways, we're gonna let Fiddle do the thing first. Anyways, continue on.
Okay, so is this tournament actually an open tournament?
Mm-hmm.
What
Yeah.
do you mean?
Open, like open.
I mean, technically it's closed now kasi sarado na yung registrations. But yes, it is an open rank tournament.
Open rank tournament. Okay.
But unfortunately, wala nang masyadong join kasi sarado na registrations so Friday pa. So technically it's already closed.
But
Agree.
yeah, it was an open tournament.
It was an open tournament in terms of registrations. Hopefully that
So,
answers the question.
para sarado na daw yung tindahan.
Man.
Asarado.
Sarado.
Asarado.
Okay. Other than right now, do you have any other questions for our host here other than being at an open tournament? I mean, I don't want to make you have like a very short time here.
Okay, so
yun lang.
I got a ping from Toshiro Ken. This is actually from the YouTube chat. I think we should be talking about overconfidence in the tournament. I think Els and Arcat are probably the best people to explain it, even if I have the tournament experience myself.
Mm. You go first, Alice. Oh my god.
Wait, what was the question again? Just to be
like-
sure.
Like,
Overconfidence.
what do you think of people who about overconfidence in a tournament?
Oh, I have my own fair share of experience in that regard. So, overconfidence, the main issue with that is, let's say you have the momentum. If you were to be complacent and say, "Oh, I'm in the lead." Let's say you have a 3-0 lead and it's first to 5. The problem with being complacent is that you will have a tendency to perform less and focus less on the match, which in turn may lead you to lose that momentum that you originally had, and it may end up being very, very crucial to you losing, especially considering that right now my perspective on all opponents is that I view every opponent as someone who is possible to beat me, so that I do not end up being overconfident against any opponent that I have to face whatsoever, which explains why I'm pretty much nervous on all of my matches. So basically, overconfidence is a huge issue that I think should be solved, like if you have that.
Yeah, speaking of confidence, like whenever you pick a map in the tournament, do you think are you actually confident for picking that map for that round?
I mean, why are you picking it if you're not ready? You're not confident enough that you'll be able to get the point. Unless like you're just desperate to have your opponent miss, and then you're already trapped between a rock and a hard place. That's probably only time you're not going to be coming into a pick confident. But most of the time it's your pick. You should probably know the chart through and through.
Mhm. Well, I would like to share an experience about what you're talking about, Surf. Because what happened on four-digit MWC one, where Nyx, Bolts, and Surf, me, Shiui, and uh, Arj Fangirl was in. Um,
It was
we,
GTX. We didn't
oh,
have
was it?
we didn't have Tommy. We didn't have Tommy that time.
Oh, was it GTX? Oh, yeah, it was
Yeah,
GTX.
GTX broken monitor.
Yeah,
Nasaan na
yeah.
burger namin.
What happened was we got into like the finals week one against Argentina, and we lost like you know two to three, 2 to 3 members, and all was left was me. Surf was like on a boat that time, boat 85, and Nix and Balls was like tanking, and my physicality that time was like really really bad. So even though that we're confident on like um on the past, or I mean the previous stages, um and even though that we practiced a lot, there's still that one factor that made us lose, which is over practicing, mind block, and what's the other one? Yes,
Rust.
the term overconfidence.
Yeah,
uh
overconfidence and don't forget the rust.
yeah, the rust. So
But
because like Nyx was really really tired because he tanked all most of the maps. He played flashlight on an SV map, which is really saddening because it was like just 1 point away of them winning. And I'm not calling him like right now, but it's an act of overconfidence. And also in MWC 2020, what happened on Indonesia versus Philippines, I over practiced wave tapper, and I over practiced vertex up to 300 tries, and I mind blocked because I was overconfident that I would be able to FC and I would be able to SS that map. And what happened? There you go, I missed.
It's okay, Arcat. Like I have the same issue there. I practiced it around 100 to 150, I think also 200 times.
Yeah.
And guess what? I got like 20, 30K below the score I got in practice.
Yeah, and it's a lesson for us to not like, be overconfident into just in general,
Well,
because for me overconfidence is like a poverty of sportsmanship. That's all.
I think I should share my experience as well. This was MWC 4K 2016. So very long time.
Ainyan Pog?
This was we were going into the tournament versus Singapore at the time. Like it was me, Scissors F, Ainian, Katayoko Notori or Lance Manalo if anyone knows the guy.
Yep.
And then we had Scissors F, who was still not Australian at the time, but is already, yeah, not yet Australian Scissors F. We had a very, very good team. We had a very good team. But then we had the first group stage match versus Singapore. A lot of people expected us to get the win. But then a lot of things just happened in the match. Like I went into the first, I think it was the first pick I went in. Then we lost that 1-0. Then I was subbed out because the next pick wasn't a chart that I wanted to play. I came back and then we were already losing 3-0. They were already at match point. And after that it was 4-0. At that
Man.
point we just realized like we just came into the group stage like super confident, like overconfident, that I thought, like we thought that the getting out the group stage is going to be quite a simple job. We just needed to beat Singapore. We just needed to beat Belgium, because like there's no chance we were beating USA that time. USA was like literally the defending champions. They had AJ, they had Etienne, they had Ziff
Mhm.
at the time. So yeah, like it's just like two matches that we just needed to win. But we were just so overconfident at the time. Like overconfident that I've been practicing a lot of Flashlight and Hard Rock at the time. That is like some super meta thing during the 2016 Score V2 in that World Cup. Arkwin has been grinding. Arkwin has been grinding a lot on both mods. Also, like both of us were just like doing. Both of us were just like practicing with each other, and then we were going to the match like, oh my gosh, like 2016 just started a lot of things on my end. Like a lot of my slumping form was actually due to that MWC.
Mhm.
But I think that's another topic for another day. Let's just say that it came through a happy ending because in 2018 we redeemed ourselves.
Yay.
2018 was like a redemption. Though we lost against Canada in the quarterfinals
Mhm.
on the tiebreaker just because of a typhoon. Like everyone was playing suboptimally. And we still managed to get it to tiebreaker against a team that had Dot.
Oh, was
And
it Charmers? Charmer Dot?
Yeah,
I
Dot.
remember.
There
I
was
remember
Dot.
him.
There was
Yeah,
Biggie. There was
Barry,
yeah,
right? Barry 605 was also there.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Like, like 2018 was like just a happy ending. Like we didn't expect too much about our chances. Especially we got drawn against Poland. We got drawn against South Korea. Like both teams, like we just knew at that point, like we weren't not going to have a good time. Like we didn't expect to even qualify past group stage at that point, and then everything just came together. It was fun. Like I think the lesson here is especially for these new players coming into the tournament. You do not want to go into the tournament overconfident. You do not want to go into the tournament overly pessimistic as well. You have to temper your own expectations. Because the best results come in when you don't expect it at all. And the worst results also come in when when you don't expect them at all. Just temper them. And have fun. Just have fun playing.
I agree.
I
Yeah.
totally agree with that. And
Just
speaking of
Right.
overconfidence,
Stop focus on winning. Just focus on the game.
yeah, I mean, it
True.
kind of reminds me of that one clip that I saw somewhere in Twitter about overconfidence. It goes like,
No confidence.
just like that Corona clip that went like, have confidence, and then she dies and no confidence.
Oh,
Oh, that. Oh, her.
That's
My-
Corona, I guess.
Yeah, gotta drop that in there. So that applies, I believe, in every tournament. But I believe we have another person coming in here. I believe I saw iJames so just drop his request. Hey, anyone who wants to ask my audience, you may drop again.
Any questions in the chat?
Any questions in the chat?
Mod
Any
check.
any question chatters? Oh wait,
Any
any
questioners? Any questionnaire?
yeah. Is it alright if I add something to underconfidence this time? For
like?
James?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, so like having like being like not confident about their news is like really like it's going to hold like newcomers back, because like for like people coming into like the tourney scenes, like they're definitely going to like they're gonna question like, yeah, I'm like they see like these tourney players, and then when they get like they make it past qualies, you'll see them like be like, oh, I'm up against this player, he's like really strong, and like they'll question, they'll say like, yeah, I'm gonna lose, like there's no point in playing, right? and that happened for like in my case that was a tourney we played for standard, not mania set.
Yeah,
Uh,
that really happens.
yeah, it really does happen. Like we were down I think four members, and it was a tourney Hippo Cup, which is core V1 instead of the standard score V2. And you know we didn't think we'd win, but like we somehow won, like with all odds, like you know, like we managed to pull through. Like you just have to like believe, like you know, even if like all the odds are stacked against you, you should definitely like you know do your best, like no matter what
Mhm.
situation you're in
True.
tournaments.
Just like what one of their commentator, I believe, there's Steven in the YouTube chat saying, "Go in the tournament with the mindset that will make you play 100%."
Maybe even 110%. You know, you go further than what you think you can do.
I mean,
Like
just
to add something, actually,
don't
kahit
force
konti.
yourself on that. Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to say na for every time na we lose ganyan, do not take it as a failure, because no matter what, I know that you did your best and there were so many circumstances that could have happened. Pero in the end, you did your best, and take everything as a lesson to improve on the next match. They're not failures, they are lessons that you should put into mind, which will you will try to improve on, and hopefully will help you win your future matches.
Yeah.
I feel attacked. I'm going to leave. I'm just gonna.
Mate, mate, you've proven yourself more at tournaments than me that I did.
Man,
Yeah,
You are a top player. Stop that.
You you
augers.
ca- you carried a 4-digit MWC team to a championship recently, so you are not allowed to say that.
Yes, I know, right?
I'm sorry, I guess.
We have,
Bro.
come on, bruh.
Okay,
True.
so
We have
we have
Genshai.
another question
Yes,
from
from you.
James. I think this is more of the tournament mechanics. What will happen if the player didn't show up because something happened? Let it be. Let it
Win by
be.
default.
As simple as that.
Let it be.
If it's actually serious, let it be.
Don't tell me he's gonna drop the "Let It Be" song.
Oh,
Let
my
it be.
I cannot believe
Let
you
it
just
be.
reminded him, Saf.
Let it be. Let it be. Listen to words of wisdom.
Jesus
Let it
Christ.
be.
All right. So we have one of our audience joining us, Jianshai, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Can you introduce yourself
Jianxi?
and ask? Oh, Jianshi. Okay.
Yep.
So, please introduce
Uh,
yourself, brother, and ask us the question. What's up?
okay. So, hello everyone. My name is Jian Shai. I'm mostly known in the community for making a lot of skins. And now here's my question regarding the progress of like what do you call that? Nag-stagnate ako for one point kasi yung one time na ako ano, yung malapit ko nang ma-complete yung fifth dan ng fifth reform dan, bigla akong nag-stagnate. Bigla na lang ako bumaba yung accuracy. Tsaka yung mas lalong naging problema ko pa is that yung may sinasabi pa silang offset yung mga ganyan. Pero dahil doon parang lalong naging mas messed up yung approach ko. Pero after that, I got a more of my finger control. Pero at the same time, bumaksak yung speed sa accuracy ko doon. So, what could be the problem right there?
Okay, so
Um.
okay.
Okay. Go, sir.
Who's the
Go ahead.
okay? Let me answer that because I'm facing quite the same problem. Especially though I think this is more of a question possibly for another podcast. Zaf, please take note. So
I
the
am.
main problem here is you're facing a wall. Like
Yeah,
walls,
that was my problem. I
walls,
somehow can't clear the fifth reformed because of Gamma affection. It's so freaking thumbstring to the point na hindi ko talaga ikaya accuracy kasi parang manip na eh. Tapos pagdating pa doon sa fixed stamina map and mamamangla ka doon, oh my god.
Okay, so let's just say you're facing a wall. The best way to go through a wall is not just slamming through it. What I did on my wall because I still haven't passed Dan 10 technically, even though I could pull off scores at that level, is I went around it. I went around the wall. Not I went over, I didn't do that. I didn't slam it. I went around.
Hog.
I went around the wall. I focused on other skill sets that I normally don't. Like, look at what happened. That was like 2018. I got tier 12.
Mhm.
But yeah, there's this one thing na, ano, yung may ginawa ko last time. I tried collecting a lot of LN maps, pero they're basically out of my skill set. Ngayon, ang ginagawa ko is like practicing yung mga maliliit na LN maps, pero my release timings are really getting bad.
Okay.
Hard rock play slower. Like, feel free to use of half time or something. Yun na naman. Like, there's not much of there's like a lot of ways to get used to the game again. Feel free to take advantage of those.
Okay.
Oh,
Saka one more thing
okay.
about like mostly yung pagdating sa Mania skinning para sa akin, most of the skins I've been making are kind of getting very repetitive and to the point na I had to question myself na would I ever make my own style someday kasi paulit-ulit na lang yung mga assets na ginagamit ko eh. Kaya kaya yung ano pagdating nga pag sa scaling, may kinakausap naman ako si Osmi tungkol din sa style ng scaling eh. Pero I'm still trying to figure out my own style.
I think that is something for another podcast.
Yeah. I think
Kasi
almost
we're already moving away from the road,
oh, right.
unfortunately.
My bad about that.
But don't worry, that's okay. We
That's
will have
okay.
another podcast some any other time. I mean, considering we're getting back on track here. Plus, I don't need to edit everything because it's live.
I have,
Okay.
oh yeah, I forgot. I have to edit the skin for Turnia as well, and it's still on process. So yeah, thank
Hey,
you.
hoggers.
Just
No,
feel
no
free to
problem.
discuss with the other people.
Yeah. Also, right now, while that is done, we are actually. Oh, let's give YouTube chat a turn.
Okay.
YouTube audience, I'm letting you guys ask your questions to our podcasters, to the two pogging podcasters.
Hoggers.
Actually, wait. I think there was a question in the podcast discussion.
Yeah,
It
but
says here,
go
do we
ahead.
count that one or no?
Yeah, count that.
It says
While we're
here,
waiting for YouTube.
well, Cool Skello asked, this year's tournaments have more registrants than usual, and it's promising. Do you think that the players will further increase, or is this a sudden spike of registrants a one-time thing? I personally think it is not a one-time thing, considering that the player base, I believe at least, is continuously growing. And with more and more players rising onto the scene, I believe this is not just something that's going to happen once. And I believe that more players, as long as they keep on improving, as long as they see people playing the game passionately, seeing them wanting to win and all, I don't think this is just something that we'll see this year. I think this will continue to rise.
So, to add to that, I believe this is not only gonna apply to Mania because given the tournament hypes are going back, I'm really expecting even for our mode here as well in standard to have an increased player base. Considering I don't wanna add this because we might stray off too far, but Arcat, just to mention this, you were suggesting a bot last time that could attract a lot of competitive players.
Yeah.
Might as well advertise that here.
Okay, so I would like to advertise an advertisement from my friend because I wanted to help out a friend which is a software developer to maximize the potential of the bot, which is Angie Dale. Angie Dale is a new bot created by Mestro. uh, that performs like other bots like Owobot or Mikuya, but better. It's all in one bot, and it will act as let's say like a how do you word that like uh like like a bot that challenges every
Basically,
day.
leaderboard.
Battle
Yeah,
Royale lang.
basically the bot shows or has the potential to set a map for other players to join and compete with others to set a leaderboard. And um this has potential, especially in the tournament scene where we need like screenings, we need like assurance for people who really wants to improve rather than flex. And it's also a potential for further use, such as discord only tournaments, or a auto host tournament made by a bot, and plenty more. I cannot think of other potentials of that bot uh, just right now. It has so much. It has so many features. It has so many experimental features, and this might be a norm in also Philippines to join a tournament in, for example, a major tournament such as OWC, TWC, MWC, or Hatch World Cup.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. From what I've seen from the bot, it is like it's really polished. Like
Featuring
from
the test subject here.
I am yes, I
True.
am Arcat's test subject. So me and Ramu tested out the bot on his server, and from what I saw, it was very well implemented and it worked perfectly. So I see it like attracting a lot of players, but how many, that will depend on like the Philippine community. Like if like the casuals will convert into the competitive scene of tourneys. So that also depends on that. So yeah.
So,
Yeah.
right now we still don't have any questions. So, right
Actually,
now on YouTube,
actually, we got Osme here who raised his hand. Actually,
actually, so I invited him to join us now. It's the legendary, the man, the myth, the legend, the skinny god of the Philippines, Osme.
Hoggers.
Yes, it's also me here. I've been skinny for about 9 years now, since reached its ninth anniversary since its release. Also, aside from skinning, I'm also attorney staff of the actual tournament itself, which is the OS Philippines Nationals, Mania. So I'm handling the design department. Also aside from that, I'm also a staff of the GTS series, mainly designing also. So anyway, I got a question for this the tournament and some random fun. So my question would be, what what's the worst thing that could happen in a tournament as hosting wise?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I have I have a dark answer to start with. When
here we go.
the worst thing that could happen in a tournament is someone dying amidst a tournament.
Has that
That would be rough.
wait, has that
Yeah.
actually happened? Like
Um. Well, in my spectating experience on some tournaments, there was an incident like that happening, and the staffs were shocked. The players are shocked that they don't know how to move on with the tournament because the guy was there. I'm not sure about these other guys, but what about you guys? Do you guys had that experience too?
um well
I'm shocked.
yeah, that's like a shocker. Like something bad like that you could ever have like hosting a tournament is not preparing, like doing like the proper like measures, like setting up the tourney. Because as of now, there is a tourney that I signed up for, which is the OSU World League Southeast Asia and Oceanic, I think. I don't even recall because and on that tourney is not even managed like well. And the one hosting it is Kale Dory. So it is like it checks all the boxes of what you should not do for like setting up a tourney. It is rough, like to say the least, very least.
Okay, so I have an answer because I literally have experience. XD. Um, there was a tournament in 2018, if I remember correctly. Let's just say the host quit the tournament before it even started group stage, and then for some reason, me, Potassium F, Walter Toro, Rayvile stepped up and took the reins and tried to salvage it. Unfortunately, we just can't
Hmm.
because everything was so messed up at that point.
Yeah. Wouldn't you like you'd have to also take charge in the prizes and then stuff, right?
The prices were fine because apparently the host is still going to do it, but like they just quit out of the tournament as like a man quit out the managerial role,
Wait,
so to speak.
was there like a reason, like a reasonable reason, or was it like the staff was like, yeah, we're gonna just dip out. You guys can do
On
this.
honestly, it's still unclear to me why.
Hmm.
It was like for some reason like we just wanted to step up and salvage the tournament.
Yeah.
Like for some reason. Like I don't know why what came out to our minds. It's probably just because like we wanted to actually play in the tournament.
Yeah. But at that point, it's like it was like impossible to bring it back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like alongside that, let me just additional background. We had soft 3 alongside the tournament. Like it was starting and I was part of its staff. And then after that I was also preparing for the PH summer tourney in 2018. So my schedule was already full, and for some reason, it took up some of the load for that one we're trying to salvage. But given everything that is happening throughout, like Potassium F also has Australia New Zealand tournament. Walter Toro also has soft because he's hosting that, and I'm part of its staff. Like it just became impossible to manage at that point.
Yeah.
Been rough for you, I guess.
Yeah. As I place. Wait. That's the wrong chat. Wait. I will drop this image really quickly of like attorney that is just not like prepared at all. Like
Oh.
yeah. So
Where are you dropping this? Do you want me to show that on stream or?
yeah. I mean, why not? Because
I mean,
it.
I don't think it's in the right place to call out people right now.
Oh no, it's not. I'm not like calling out, but it's something that should be avoided, I guess.
One man,
Yeah.
I
one
don't
man
think.
team, Pogger.
Oh yeah. I think. Wait. Yeah. Never mind. Never mind.
It's going to
Yeah,
be a bit appropriate.
Yeah. My bad. My bad.
yeah. Let's slide that for now.
Yeah.
Any other questions from the chat or from our server? Right now, I'm bracing for some
Over
people to raise their
YouTube
hand.
or something.
Hmm.
While we're waiting, I have a very interesting question again.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What do you think of Sugba Ice?
Huh?
Yeah, it's good. I'm Bisaya and I love it.
So, ice? What?
Yeah, actually, let me explain this to you. Sugba is, yeah, you get the ice, but sugba would mean grilled for us.
Grilled?
So black
Yes,
ice,
grill ice.
Oh my
Grilled
god.
ice.
Grilled ice.
bruh.
Yeah.
I just
Basically,
knew
grilled
straight
water.
up the context. Oh my Jesus.
By the way, we have 2 questions from chat. We have, I believe, our commentator Steven has a question. Do you want him to commentate PH Nationals like Golf Tourney or League LCS?
Commentate
the
like
hell?
you would commentate a Mania match. Thank you.
Yes. A golf match will be right now how we are doing a podcast because we're putting up some space. Another question from Maple Syrup. Gaano daw po kahirap ang qualis?
Maple syrup, please keep
Hmm.
quiet. Thank you.
Oh.
We are not answering that question.
Basta they're I'm pretty
We
sure
are
they're
not answering. We are not answering that question. We are not, because he's part of the Maple selection team and he should be able to answer that himself.
True.
part of the
That
qualifiers,
was
so
bad.
sure ako dyan.
Speaking of Maple, isn't he a tawag dito?
He's part of the Maple selection team. He should be able to answer that himself.
True. But for the viewers, though,
Okay, how hard is it? Mid game, like
yeah,
round of 16 quarterfinals level.
it's around round of
Yeah.
16 and quarterfinals of MWC. So yeah,
Yeah, it's around that.
yep.
We're getting very interesting questions. Have you ever heard of boneless bangus?
Oh, bonus bangus.
Bone
Yeah, that's-
Angus. Oh my Jesus.
Oh my.
I can't believe Ken is asking the real questions here.
Yeah, actually, it's a common thing. Bonus bangus.
No, he was referring to that one video from that food blogger.
Holy
guy.
shit.
Can we not do this?
Kageno is asking what is a gurney. That is a hospital bed. Okay, next question.
Next question.
What?
Do you guys know who Goblin is? That is
Goblin
that
of these nuts.
No, we're not there.
Yeah, I already saw that coming.
Yep.
Bruh.
Yeah.
I already saw that coming.
Anyways, any last questions we have?
Any other questions? Oh yeah. While waiting for the question, I have a question for Maple Syrup. When are we golfing?
Golf.
Yeah,
Huh?
we used to
There
play
is
golf.
a delay with. There's a delay in YouTube chat, so
Yeah, that's okay.
Any golfers in chat?
And
Any
golfers.
golf?
Any golfers in chat? Yeah, I love to, but I don't have it.
No, you're not maple syrup.
in all host PH hosted tournament, is there a time referee disconnected during match? That is from Silent Voice, who is known for 3G provincial internet.
Oh,
That
God.
that actually happened. I forgot what year it was, but it happened, and I had to step up.
That's why we have secondary referees waiting for their
Yeah, there's always a backup referee set for the match. I mean, you know the protocol. You've been part of the stuff.
Mhm. Yeah, I got something from the podcast one. Let me see it again.
Oh,
Anyways, let's see. Should we? I think I want to ask another question again, like another
Okay.
serious question. What are your expectations in this tourney, like in general?
Yeah, who likes to go first though?
One word for me. Hard.
I have one word as well to say for that. Actually, no. Let's make it long. So I expect these players to like play it out, give their best shot at everything, and I am expecting a lot of close matches and a lot of players will. I'm expecting a lot of surprises. Actually, that's the one thing I expect the most. There are some new names here that I haven't seen, especially from the 4K side, and I just want to say that I'm really excited. And knife.
Knife.
Can I put some expectations in your list?
Pog.
Walang suntukan. Thanks.
Okay. Noted po.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
ganda yan.
I think it's my turn to answer.
Please.
I'm expecting this tournament be my actual last tournament as a host.
Kayo naman
Sad.
daw. Pagod na si Sir.
Yeah.
Sir Junior
Like-
pagod na.
Like, I want to
Yeah,
actually play in the PH tournament 2017 ko pa rin sinasabi. Tapos ilang taon na nakalipas ako pa rin nag-host para sa inyo.
Gurang.
Okay, 2022, sir, will you still host the tournament?
yeah, it's like there's a pattern for this one. Yung
Para mag-
sasabihin ni Surf na na ayaw niya na mag-host. Tapos gusto daw niya maglaro. Mag-host siya ng tourney pero hindi siya makakalaro.
Why
Alam
are
niyo,
you
yung sagot yan, huwag niyo na sabihin.
Actually, may I add an
Okay,
expectation. Actually, may I add an expectation. I expect the players to play the game fairly. Walang cheating, please. Ayaw ko nang mag-deal with
Yes.
na like that.
Yes.
I may not have cheaters.
Tsaka I expect players to not, like, example, they see na they're losing. I'm expecting na, please do not throw it na agad. It doesn't mean it's over. Like, honestly, just play at your best. And we are expecting na no cheating, no tilting, and whatever.
Wholesome game lang po tayo mga
Also,
dudes.
like, whenever na, even though na sa tingin mo, you're getting stomped in the tournament, just don't play that, don't play na you're really not feeling well right now. Like, just don't go down without a fight.
Yeah. Play for the experience. Like, just don't quit like as soon as you think it's over.
Like, come on, you're facing against like a very experienced player, like Kunwari. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I do know Mania has this level that the ranks don't matter sometimes. You never know if they're veterans or something. I mean, just don't quit. I mean, don't be like us where we step into a game called. Hey, Fire, should we say that?
Oh my god.
So we step into a stupid game. We quit after 22 minutes. Don't be like
True.
us.
Another expectation for the players is I expect them to not ban SV. Please, for the love of God, we nerfed SV already. Please stop banning.
No, I want, don't ban LN. Don't ban LN. That's the only thing I expect.
The SV ban rate in all tournaments doesn't even like reach 60 below. It's always on 85. I'm going to cry.
Oh yeah. Do you think we can expect like some ties in like in the matches? Is that like something more
What-
common? in
You
Vegas?
mean like
What
a
do you
highlight?
mean? What do you mean tie? What do you
Like,
mean tie?
Oh,
when
I-
I like tie in like scores, do you think that's like
It could
Yeah.
happen.
like
It could
same
happen.
scores, same
It actually-
scores.
Same score ba?
yeah,
Oh,
like same
Same
scores. Like
It happened to Emily. Like in
Yeah,
soft.
That happened to me versus Juxu 123. However, that was the only time that happened. And if I remember correctly, that also happened in flat 2-1 match.
Yes.
Yes.
However-
Ghost Aid.
Such an occurrence is very, very rare. And usually it's only once. If not, it doesn't even happen at all, especially on Mania tournaments.
yeah, but it's more likely to happen like compared to like the other modes, right? Or
We cannot really compare, unfortunately.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So that would bring to my follow-up, I guess. How do you deal with that ties?
They play
Like,
it again.
The
They play it again.
release.
They will have
Why?
to keep. They will have to keep playing it again until somebody wins the point.
Yeah. Imagine just having rock paper scissors after.
Coin toss, coin toss.
Actually,
No,
Alright,
it's
they
gonna be the
tied.
coin toss. It's
Why
gonna be the
not?
coin toss.
I think it reminds me
Fine,
like there's a match in Catch World Cup last year. I think this is last year. I think there's one match where they played the song thrice, 3 times.
2018, that
Dang.
happened 4 times. 4
What?
times in a row.
What?
They
4
have
times in a row.
until someone dropped.
Sweden, Germany ata yun, I think. Wait, Sweden.
Damn, that's all.
I forgot what it was. But it was Sweden
Wow.
versus something.
That's insane.
Anyways, let's go and proceed to the next topic. Why am I
Hmm.
speaking like this? What the hell?
Yeah, but by the way, I guess I have to answer for the last before we proceed first. So, yeah, I expect the players to be as sport as possible. Also, on my end, I think the players will expect this since we have a new design on the nationals, which is flat. Yeah, flat design. So I think the players would expect from me the thing that players will expect from me is blog designs, which I think is doable without any much effort. Expect that.
I believe this is leakable question, but I'm gonna ask Surf. Are we gonna keep our tradition? Whoever rolls a one gets a roll. Whoever rolls 100 gets a roll. Are we gonna
It's
keep that?
tradition. It's a
Yeah,
tradition.
yeah, we're keeping that.
Like
Yeah.
there's no reason to not do it. Like as long as hindi tatama dun sa role limit ng kada username, okay pa naman siguro.
Like, how many
Oh,
rolls do you have?
Like I literally know someone who literally reached the role cap for a single user in the server.
Oh my Jesus.
I remember somebody hugging all the rolls in the server.
Anyway, before I leave, for good all time sake naman, I'll just ask this one question. Ano nga pala yung favorite temperature nyo sa aircon?
20.
16.
18.
5 pesos.
Malamig dito,
get a
so
30, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
22?
Uy, ang ganda ng tanong ni Ken pala, by the way.
Ano naman to?
Is
Baka
there
lang
even...
makakalas.
May betting ba?
No, that is not allowed.
That is forbidden.
That is actually illegal, by the way.
Kung
Like
gusto-
it almost happened like the last nationals. May may tayaan nangyari dun sa grand finals. Like we literally saw it on chat. Like we literally had to stop. We literally had to mute the chat conversation for that match just because of the rampant misbehavior,
Tayaan.
so to speak.
Gab, pustahan sa nationals? Pre, hindi naman meron wala to para maghanap ka ng sabong din, di ba? XD.
I mean, we can do pick M's naman. Kung pick M's lang naman is okay.
Against just for fun.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. Dogecoin.
Can we not? We're not influencing people to bet their Dogecoins.
Can we not involve crypto here?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about crypto right now
Dun, dun, dun.
because I already lost 200 pesos today due to that freaking Dogecoin.
Hey, Dogecoin will rise again. Don't worry.
I don't trust that.
We will rise back once more.
Okay. Any other questions that you can ask? I'll ask me. You're gonna be staying here. You're one of the staff anyway.
Yeah, so I respect.
Do we have any other questions from our lovely audience? And yeah, and for the people on YouTube. Also for the guy asking if there's a match right now. No, this is a podcast.
Such.
Okay, so I think to address the question, when is the first tournament stream going to happen? So we have a Maple showcase scheduled for the 29th of May, though this might get postponed depending on when OSU staff finally sends their screening results. So the first stream is probably going to be the 29th. The qualifiers, which will not be streamed for a very specific reason, for a competitive reason, will be on June 5 and 6. And the first group stage matches that are going to be streamed are going to be happening in the 12th and 13th of June. And the week following that, because group stages will take 2 weeks. And we'll carry on the streaming from there. So time slot expectations for the matches, we'd probably expect like matches going to as early as 11 a.m. and going as late as 10 p.m. depending on how schedules happen. Okay, now next is how do they handle disconnections or perhaps also electricity in midst of an ongoing tournament? Actually, this is answerable by the forum thread, but to summarize, we have disconnection clauses. Like depending on when in the chart they disconnected, then they could probably get away with it. But if they keep on abusing or they're not able to join back, unfortunately, we will have to give the default to the other player. As unfortunate the situation is. Now, next question, quick question for Maple Syrup. Ano ba highest skill na level na sumali? We have deltas and we have gamma levels in 7K. So, delta sa 4K yata. Then,
Pre-Epsilon 94.
Wait, I don't think they're joining that. Actually, wait, PFC 94? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Speaking of rule sets, when is the forums gonna go up? Or the wiki, rather, itself, sir.
AFAR.
forum thread is already up. April pa, tinaas na namin.
Or the wiki, right?
The wiki might be up in the next few days, depending on how things go.
And I'm still contacting someone to take over for the wikis because Surf's schedule is really hectic. Let's just say that. So yeah.
I may recommend
Speaking-
one of our people named Nitrous.
Thing is,
Where?
like the special person already joined the tournament server.
Hog?
Yeah, they already did. So
Yeah, that's power
hopefully in the next few days we'll be able to get the wiki page up. So I think I think this is the time where we start ending the podcast because it's getting too late.
Yeah, I mean, intendedly this podcast is supposed to last more than the 3 hours, but since we don't have any more further questions, I'm actually very, very ecstatic about the chats we have here today. Kagana dropping by, and even there are things that are coming up late. I can't believe that we ended up with such a good chit chat here, good exchange. I'm really excited about the nationals. And by the way, since Serp already spoiled it, but yeah, there is a chance that you can either get a trophy or a medal, depending on what's available on that Smitty guy. But if he ever runs out, I believe it's gonna be medals. So,
Please send me a trophy for 5 years of service to the community. Thanks.
I
Parang
see.
trabaho lang.
Oh
I-
my god.
I will consider that.
Anyways,
Hmm.
when is the next podcast? Because I think there's a lot of things that we could talk about, especially like, let's say, since we had the focus on Catch earlier, I think it's time to shift focus just to continue the mania discussions, like maybe in 2 weeks from now. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Good question. Now, for the next podcast, we will be inviting certain individuals for the next podcast, and our shift will be going from Mania, going to, well, this is unnoticed, but I think we need to go back to Oso Tambol.
Aiko, Poggers.
Aiko, Poggers.
Aiko!
First, I
Yes.
bang the drum. Now,
Don.
No.
No.
Cut.
Yeah.
So we're visiting Ostaiko in the next 2 weeks. So hopefully everybody's hyped because stay tuned. We will be inviting our Philippine players who played for the TWC. I believe their match already ended, and then I will be calling again the CWC players because after their episode 2 of their CWC experience, which right now I have episode 3 pending on the making that was for the mappers, but yeah, I'll be calling them back here too. So after Taiko, we will calling the CTV players, and after CTV, we will calling our standard players. And then you never know, we may also make a similar podcast for OS Philippines National for standard. Standard has a lot in hype considering I've been inactive, so I'll like to add that as well. So, if you have any further questions about any future podcast, let us know. Or if you have further suggestions, just send us as well here on this channel or comment on this YouTube video when it becomes a VOD. And once again, my name is Zafrox. Roll over, guys. Come on, say your names.
This is
Hi.
Sergio85. Get this channel to 1,000 subs because we need the funding for the prizes. Thank you.
Subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Zafrox. Wait, just
Subscribe to my channel, Surfing Pikachu. So I plan on renaming my channel already. So
free plug.
So anyway, I'll plug also something. Also 65 here, staff of the Nationals. Follow me on Twitter on the same handle as mine. So AustinMe65. Also, I'll plug my skin for the release somewhere in this month of May. Neos 9 Galaxia Wise will be releasing this month of May. So to hype things up, let me send something on the podcast discussion.
while we're at it, Arcat, Emily, do you guys have anything else to say before we end?
Follow me on Twitter, I guess. I'm our cat. Everybody's cat. I don't know. Meow,
White
I
cat.
guess.
So, me as Emily the Osu Panther here, I just want to say to all the viewers here in YouTube and in the podcast,
no.
I just want to say,
Oh no. Knife!
Oh no. God.
Yup, I already saw that coming.
Yeah.
Hey,
Anyway,
Also-
are you gonna give them your yeah?
Also, follow me on Twitter at SurfCrew85. Also, my OC username. Feel free to follow me on OS, but I don't play that much anymore. I also chart 7K. I also chart 4K depending on when I want it. So maybe subscribe to my mapper profile, I think, on
By the
OS.
By the way, follow Serp's Twitter. There's a lot of interesting, funny stuff going on in his gaming experience, so be sure to help him out on what to do next on those.
Lo.
oh my God.
So I plug in my Twitter account here in the YouTube chat. Also, in case of wondering why the tweets are in Japanese, because I'm following certain VTubers. Not the brand name ones, but the underrated ones. Also, once again, Neos 9 Galaxia Wise rather will be released this month of May. By the way, the skin is 300 MB, full of original elements.
200 MB. Oh my God.
300 actually.
Oh my. Wow.
So yeah, I believe that's every plug we have. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. And once again, we'll be seeing you in the next podcast, probably in the next 2 weeks. Thank you for tuning in, and see you soon. Have a good day. Also, wag niyo po kakamayin yung
Meow.
yung lumpiang sariwa. Yung lumpiang sariwa, wag niyo po kakamayin. Salamat.
No.
Meow.
Kamusta ang bago ko